はい。というわけでね、なんか殉職したような気もしないでもないですが、まあ悪い夢だったのかな。ということで、まあそのね、殉職する直前のセーブデータがありましたので、そこから再開しています。はい。選択肢はほぼ同じ選択肢をここまで選んできているはずです。はい。ということで、これはもうやめよう。逮捕しません。それなら俺たちはどうすればいいんだ？質問を終える。その終え方もどうなの？
Nothing. Your investigation here is
あ
done.
あ、
Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
新しいタスク、タイタス・ハーディに威厳を見せつけろ。なる
I
ほど。
think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
この場で権威を確立する。3%。ホワイトスキルチェックか。まあこれで死ぬことはなさそうだけど、まあ多少権威を上げたところでどうにもならんだろうな、これ。裏庭の足跡をより容易に読み取れるだろう。なるほどね。吊るされた男について。被害者の頭部から出てきた弾丸についてまだ説明を聞いてない。
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You...
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
どうしよっか。死体を吊るしたのは射殺されたことを隠すための隠蔽工作だと考えてる。
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
もう一度聞くが、なぜこれが被害者の頭の中にあった？
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
あんたらはあの男を撃ったのか？
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
心配するな。いずれ俺たちが真相を突き止める。
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
吊るされた男についてもう一度話をしたい。
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one,
あ
Titus.
あ。やめとこ
About
う。
fucking.
失礼。そうか。権威ね。権威を。権威はね、裏に。低いな、権威。まあ、ここではどうにもなんないもんね。あ、なんかめっちゃ低くない？ 考からのボーナスこんなもんか。こんだけつけててこんだけつけててこんなもんなの？思考のボーナス全部、合算すると、1で、プラ1だよ。こんだけつけててプラ1なの？マイナス2のプラ3だもんな。そうですか。忘れるね。アンロックする？アイテムで権威が上がんないかな。権威マイナス2か、これ。権威が上がるようなアイテムやスキルはないですね。
Looks like
じゃあ一発勝負するか。
the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
ピエロ野郎。権威、神がかり。66が出れば勝てるよ。逆に言うと66以外では勝てない。裏庭の壁ってなんだっけ？そうだな。埃についた足跡を一回言っとくか。調べとこう。それで何か変わるかもしれない。埃についた足跡自分で言っといてあれだけど。なんだって埃についた足跡。なんだこれマップが欲しいね、本当に。一応、何か会話がない。
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
なんか、ここの車両が結局バターの看板を倒したんじゃないのかな。ここを無理やり通った車両がね。食うのまだいんのか。
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
あれ喋んなかったそのこと。
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
そっか。
By the way, kipped is a racial slur. 俺も一緒に見物したかったな。さて、いくつか聞きたいことがある。
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig o' naught.
なし。
Kuno doesn't fuck.
なしです。
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
うん。
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
視覚計算。ハーディーボーイズの人数を数えた。ハーディが自分たちが男を吊るしたと言った。視覚計算が足音を調べると言った。視覚計算ね。うん。このまま行っちゃおうか。
There are several footprints in the mud, left
行き
by
ま
work
す。
boots. Anywhere
No.
from 6 to 12, 8 pairs of
Okay,
boots have shuffled
高っ。
back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a
8
gang of
人。
men in work boots?
1人多い
That's
ぞ。
right. The hardy boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags.
一つずつ確認していく。
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46.
うん。
Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick. Titus Hardy. The one with the ball
1
cap
番。
on his head.
これか。興味深い。
Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy.
いたはいたんだな。
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes.
うん。
Number
グレン。
44.
はあはあはあ
Either
は
the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
それから
5. Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes. Number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn.
あれグレンさっき出てこなかったうん。
6. Light as air. Same make of boot. But number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky.
足跡をもっと早く識別するべきだった。
Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty.
あと2つ。ストッチョアンガスと、あと1人は残りを確認する。
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
最後の1つは
8. Another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
正確には8人分だ。
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
重量級のやつがいる。200キロの人間の足跡だ。
200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built...
なるほどね。
Maybe it was a fat Hardy Boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
その通りだ。組合専用ブースにいたあの太った男が被害者を運んだんだ。
Probably yes. This would also fit with the victim being dead from a previous gunshot wound. They had to carry him because he could no longer walk. Is there anything else that's noteworthy here?
そこの浅い足跡、41のブーツだ。シャンキーじゃない
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
あのネズミ顔の男か。
Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat. You're right. Do you think those prints belong to him?
そうだな。
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
妙な足跡だ。片方の靴底がもう片方よりすり減ってる。
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy boy. Wonder who he is.
こいつはどんなやつだと思う？
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor? Or maybe a drummer?
ドラマ？そんなバカな。
A drummer only uses their right foot for the kick. You're right. It's
ちょっ
stupid.
と違う気がするけどな。でもまあ右足をよく使う。ワーキングブーツを履いて右足をよく使うってことはやっぱ仕事で右足に力を入れるとか、よく動かすとか、右足だけなんか特殊な動きをしてると。
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear on the right shoe. before the
Oh.
left. The accelerator is on the right.
納得したようにうなずく。
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
ああ、念のためな。この足跡がつけられたのはどれくらい前のことだと思う？
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
1週間の根拠は？
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
あんたはここで何が起こったと思う？
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A more precise way to put it is, it was made to look like a lynching.
ほんほんほんほん。
Body tracks? Yes.
なるほどね。リンチは見せかけか。足跡はもう十分に検証した。さて、このままタイタスのところ行く？戦えるとは思えないよね。一応あれいなくなった？あ、いたいた。
Looks like the circus left town,
うん。
but the clowns are still here.
現場には8人分の足跡があったが、ここには7人しかいない。8人目のメンバーはどこにいる？
What are you talking about, madman? There's no eighth Hardy boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
彼女。
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want?
はあ、レイプされた、もしくはされかけたのは、ハーティーボーイズの、ハーティーボーイズにいたガールだったってこと？はは。
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks.
お、
This
プ
is
ラ
already a
1。
victory. We'll learn more about this eighth Hardy sooner or later.
まあ無理だね。この辺で失礼する。こうやってどんどんプラスを増やしていくしかないか。さてさて、どうする？ドライバーとの会話は明日にするかい？彼女ってドライバーで彼女ってなるとな。
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
あ、
What's up?
ハーブに詳しそうだな。
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
その夢中になってることとやらの資金源はハーブ密輸か？そんな直球で答えてくれるかな？
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
担当直入に言おう。ターミナル B を使ってハーブを密輸している人物を探している。
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
待て、ならあんたはなぜまだここにいるんだ？
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
ヒップホップですね。ならハーブを密輸しているのは誰だと思う？
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
おう。ヒップホップじゃそっか、詩人か。詩人ですね。28。概念化。概念化。これでいくしかないのか。概念化。マイナスはないですか？あれ、概念化のプラスは何これ？これか。いっか。
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man.
28%。4。56。56じゃないのか。53で OK。じゃあ63で OK。9、45。
Your best
verse.
You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
11。彼女に振られた。クソ振られた。
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
That's,
気力が1減少した。
In the name of God, what are you doing?
現実の話じゃないんだ。俺の考えじゃない。これは詩だ。
Yeah, I get that, and it's cool, but...
もう以前の俺には戻れない。彼女がそこから消えないんだ。事件なんかクソくらい。 何もかも全部クソくらい破滅だ。
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
共感、こっち行けるようになった。感情的な詩が気に入られた。ほー。共感。共感。共感。共感。共感。共感。共感。ない。いろんな装備あった方がいいんだろうな、これ。まあ、これをこう持つと。
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
28%。
What's up?
いくか。11の後、66来るでしょ。
Ease into it. Don't go too
61。
far. This seems like a personal matter.
な、トミー、隠し事があるんなら言え。何を悩んでるんだ。
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
That all the beans you got, Tommy?
両方ロック。
It really is hard to
両
talk
方ロックされました。
man to man.
くー。権威ゼロよ、これ。権威ゼロって。よし、アンロックするか、ここ。で、権威マイナス 1？ 白い愛と。どうしよっかな。ここに女性がいるんだよね。そこ。その人はちょっと怪しいね。
An old monument stand.
よいしょ。じゃあ、他のとこ行ってみるか。こっち。水まき用ホース。雪が溶けないと使えない。
There must be another way into the building.
でっかー、びっくりした声。
What's that noise
音
down
でっ
there?
かー。怖っ。なんて言ってたびっくりしてなんて言ったのか分かんなかった。もう一回ちょっと音注意ですね。なんて言ってた？僕喋んなくなっちゃった。これは？
It's been a week and now they show up?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
この人なんか見てたりしないかな。この辺があれだよね。首吊り現場だよね。この下の方。
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
なぜ小声なんだ？すでに面倒事を抱えてるみたいな話し方じゃないか。
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
うん。
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole
そうだよ
thing.
ね。だが警察としてどうしてもあんたの話が聞きたい。
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
近所の窓をチラチラ。
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
名前を教えてくれないか？
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
マルティネーズ？
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
裏庭が一望できそうだな。例の吊るしの件で何か知ってることはないか？
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
そうなのか？
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
筋肉質な人。
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
どういう友達だ？
It was my Sunday friend.
その友達の本名は何かを目撃したのか？
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
なんで口閉ざしちゃうのよ。
I can tell that you...
What were you doing?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
聞いた覚えはないが。
No, not you. Some more...
And when did...
Last week?
You didn't answer...
It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette.
I can tell that you...
What were you doing?
Oh. No, not you.
And when...
Last...
You
あれ
didn't
何の役にも立たないぞ、
It
この
was my
人。
Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply.
No,
うん。
we won't.
今度なんてない。
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
うわ。うわ。レッドスキルチェックだ。頼む。このまま行かせたらもう終わりだもんね。こうやるしかないよ。頼むぜ。
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and
Ah.
begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
行かないでくれ。酒なんか二度と飲まないし、ゴミ出しもちゃんとするし、とにかく置いていかないでくれ。
Trash?
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
新しいタスク、バルコニーの喫煙者。どっか行っちゃった。北の大きな集合住宅に入る方法を見つけろ。入れるんだね。もう一度質問しろ。
He's gone.
あとを追って行き先を確かめるんだ。
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
ではこのまま諦めると？
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
そうだね。筋肉質の男が誰なのか。筋肉質の男って言ったらもう2人ぐらいしか。
There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, We can ask around for his apartment.
うん。そうね。これね。雨と腐食に蝕まれた椅子とテーブル。あ、なんかある。
A stone, like any other, lying in a
あ
whirl of
れ
sea and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
入れる。
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it.
どうやっ
This
て、
building has hundreds of apartments.
うん。どうやって正解の部屋を探し出せばいい？
We'll just have to go in and see.
とりあえずここ入れるようになったな。この壁にも無数の弾痕が残っている。お、オレンジ色のルンペン棒。ノザフェド。ここは？
This must be it. The basement door is weatherworn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air.
ネズミのやつか。
Like a lion's head.
この時間に行ってこの時間に行くもんじゃない気がするな。立ち去る。入ろう。こっち行こう。お、バルコニー。東の空に栗色の光害が輝いている。遠くの往来に音が聞こえる。街に夜が訪れようとしている。タバコの吸い殻と電線が詰まったブレーカーボックス。お金だ。カーテンが動く。ほんのかすかに誰かがその向こう側から見ている。見ている。これは、もしや。開いた。やった。ローズマリー、タイム、それにサボテン、誰かが育てているようだ。あ、向こうに瓶いっぱいあるな。28号室覚えておこう。29号室のドア。水を打ったような静けさ。誰が住んでいるのであれ、住人は不在のようだ。30号室。中から声が聞こえる。陽気なダンスミュージックに合わせて歌っている。おー。人はいなさそうか。間違えた。いなさそうかというか、ここじゃなさそうだな。あ、そっちか。ここか。怪しい。すごく怪しい。立ち退き通知と迷子のペット情報が重ねて貼られている。洗浄液が入った箱。洗濯洗剤の匂いがする。羽上げ式サングラス、ジオーディター。 古い靴入れ。12号室。中から大きないびきが響いている。開いたぞ。暗いな。懐中電灯。マグとアルコール飲料コモドールレッド。バスルームのタイルに苔が生えている。シャワーカーテンはヘドロのようなもので覆われている。お金だ。3まで回復した。誰かが壁にごぼう星を描いている。靴だ。お金？
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Number 11。うわ、めっちゃお金あった。
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says
10、11、9。お金いっぱい落ちてるな、ここ。8か。金持ちのための銃殺隊と落書きされている。おばあちゃん？
Give me a moment.
うん。
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
大丈夫か？医者を呼ぼうか？
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
あんたは？
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
ここに住んでるのか？
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
マルタン・マルティネーズを探している。
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
えマルタン・マルティネーズだらけなの？どういう意味だ？冗談を言ったつもりはない。
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez. Like Tim Sandrock, Raoul Ravachol.
ああ、なるほどね。
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
とにかく目撃者の名前は今のところ不明。20代半ばぐらいの黒髪で細身の若い男を知らないか？バルコニーでタバコを吸ってたやつだ。そいつの部屋はわかるか？
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
反対側の橋。
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
いや、そういうわけでは。ちょっと話が聞きたいだけだ。彼の部屋を知ってるか？
Talk? He lives upstairs in room
28か。全然違うな。
It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
この建物内の部屋についていくつか尋ねたい。
Ask away, policeman.
旅行中の入居者はいるか？郵便物が溢れている部屋があるんだが。
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
10号室には誰が住んでる？
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
だが中で靴音がしたんだ。
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
いいだろう、行ってみてくれよ。
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
錠前のかかった部屋には誰が住んでる？
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
へえ。
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
先生術。
Something to do with all those
ああ、はいはい、
stars
五芒
around
星
his
ね。
door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
天文学と間違えてやしないか？
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
シンディについて何か知ってるか？
The artist.
ああ、はいはいはいはい。ペンキの子ね。
She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
話は以上だ。どうも。
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
失礼するよ。バルコニー？ここバルコニーだな。お、こっちか。ははシンディのとこに出んのね。牢屋みたいなのなんだな。お金だ。お、2も入ってる。あ、10まで来たぞ。あれキムがキムが中に入ってるけど、中には入れないと。そういうことです。キム大丈夫それ？あ、大丈夫なんだ。すごいな。
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
そうだ、俺たちは進化したんだ。
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
そいつは重油か？
Red dyed heavy fuel oil intended for exclusive use in government vehicles.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
いいか、排気ガスってのは体に悪いもんなんだぞ。
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
よし、ここは？あ、ここおばあちゃんちの、おばあちゃんちか。うん。石炭がどうのこうの言ってたもんね。お、ズボン。労働者用ジーンズ。で、ここは、きっと、チェーンカッター。うわー、すごいか。へそくり。へそくりゲット。おばあちゃんごめんね。明日泊まれるな、これ。いいぞ、いいぞ。 マルティネーズ不動産協会により差し押さえ済みとメモに書かれている。お、極寒の4月の16日、インタラクトで調べられるやつ。暗闇の中、波が打ち寄せてる。誰かが壁を壊したようだ。ということで、まず28号室に行こう。10号室も気になるが、あれ、これはこんな調べられた？お、絵はがき。ブギーストリート。なんかあったね。
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram craved in a wreath of antlers.
共産主義。
The iconography of communism, in other words.
もっと近くに寄って記号を観察する。
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
星が逆さまなのはなぜだ？
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
なぜ白なんだ？
Because white is the color of peace.
あれ、思考終了する？
You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses. They should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart.
あら、思考ゲットできず。そんなことあんだ。ここか。
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
ノックするも誰も答えない。夜には帰ってるって話だったから、今は夜だよね、間違いなく。
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
いや、夜だけど。
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
明日の21時。次の21時じゃなくて。はあ。
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him.
明日か。明日キムいないと思うけどな。死体を運んでるからきっと。明日運ばせようと思ってんだけどな。よし、15室。
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes.
再びノックする。
A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
警察だ、ここを開けろ。
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
この部屋は空き室のはず。まさか不法侵入じゃないだろうな。
Excuse me? Of course not.
不法侵入の疑いがある場合は令状は特に必要ないんだ。
Oh, come on.
あ、いた。
That was smart.
お邪魔します。調べます。あ、いい靴。間接的な課税方法。なんだそれ。間接的な課税方法。これだよね。これと同じ効果があるってこと？共感マイナス1になっちゃうけど。あ、そうでもない。あ、そうでもないのか？結局、共感は？あれこれ共感減らないの？これちょっとなんかバグってんのかな？マイナス1共感ってなってるけどさ。違うの？プラスが1個あんだ。じゃあこの靴のこれは何？わかんないからこっち装備しとくか。この色嫌なんだよな。ヘビ柄の靴。まあちょっとスキルポイントが上がったらその間接的な課税方法を外してみて、これを装備したらどうなるかとかね。いろいろ試してもいいと思うんだけど。ああ、ズボンも欲しいな。マイナスのない装備が欲しいよね。箱から医薬品。プロガンマ。うわめっちゃある。よし、じゃあ会話してみよう。
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
不動産業者か。
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
パスポートを調べる。
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
素敵な髪型だ。
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
ここで何をしてるんだ？
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
これはひどい。どんな人物が住んでいたんだ？
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
あの廊下の突き当たりの廃墟みたいな部屋には誰が住んでんだ？
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
なんで穴が開いちゃうの、そんなことで。
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
俺も手持ちの金がどこか行ってしまった気がする。
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
そんな大した金額にならないだろう。ここの部屋はどれもボロボロじゃないか。
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
待ってくれ、結局、あそこの壁はどうしてああなったんだ？
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
うん。話は以上だ。どうも。
Of course.
女は笑顔で返すが、その目はどんより曇っている。あなたが消えるのを今か今かと待ちわびているようだ。怪しいな、なんか。
What now? Of course.
怪しいな。15室調べて、清掃婦に報告。
Give me a moment.
15室にカウンターカルチャーの連中とやらはいなかったよ。不動産業者が新しい入居者のために部屋を整えていただけで。
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
うん。きっと大丈夫だよ。この建物は緩やかに変革していくべきだ。誰も気づかないほどゆっくりな。
Yes. Well. I hope they're good people.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
失礼するよ。